Hey and welcome in Java Essential Training. I'm Hussein Al-Rubai. I have a master in software engineering. I have worked in different companies for around 8 years as a web developer. My last 2 years I started working as mobile developer and I have a lot of successful applications in Android and iOS store. And I want to share this knowledge with you. So whenever you decide to be web developer or develop application for mobile like Android application or desktop application developer, you have to know Java. So Java is your way to go to Android or Java FX or Java SE. So you have to know all the basic before go to that platforms, and that's what I will teach you in this tutorial. I will start teach you how you install Android, how you install Java in your computer and prepare the environment. Then you will start learning the programming concept and the logic and how we could write our first application. Then we will go through the condition and make a decision on how we could do a specific block of code in a specific condition. Then we go through loops and how we could repeat specific block of code on a specific condition. Then we go through the control loops like break and continue. Then we will study the functions and how we could do polymorphism and different type of override and overloading. Then we will talk about object-oriented programming and different concepts like classes and constructor, and we will go to abstract and interface and everything about object-oriented in Java. That will help you to do separate concept for your application. Then we will go through the files and how we could store data in our computer as a physical things. Then we will go to the threads and how we could do multiprocessing in our application and how we could avoid deadlock on other stuffs. Then we will talk about collections and how we could select the data type that match our needs. So what are you waiting for? Let's get started. Let me start first install JDK. So what does mean JDK? Whenever you want to work with Java, you have to install JDK in your computer because JDK have all the libraries that will be using by your Java app. So to get started with JDK, just open Google and look for JDK. Whatever your operating system be, make sure you be in this website and click on this one. Here you go. If you see, I have different things here. What I'm interested in is Java JDK, so just click on JDK. Whatever your operating system is, just select accept and select your operating system. Which one of them? For example, I am here in Windows. This operating system, I just download this one. If you are in Mac OS, download this one. Linux, download any other of these. So I click here and I will download it, and I will wait for some time. Here we go. Here is it, my file. If I go to open, I will see the file or the installation file that I could use it in my for JDK. So yes, here is it. To get started, I just double click and install it. Even if you have different operating system, you will go through same process. Just install next. So just click. Then let me show you what you will do. Here we go. I will see this screen. I click next, then next. If you see this is, he say, okay, I will install Java in this path. C file program Java JR8. Make sure from this path. So install it. Cool. By the end, you will see the screen. That's mean he done. You click close. To make sure the Java JDK is installed, make sure you go to the terminals. I will look for command Windows. Command Windows or terminal, every operating system defined in different name. For example, in Windows you have command Windows, in Mac you have terminal. Make sure open the command Windows or terminal and type just Java. Then enter. If you see this result, that means you create the Java is installed. By any chance, if you did not see this one and he say, hey, I cannot, Java is not defined as internal or external command, it's easy. Just go to where you installed the Java. I installed here. Here's the Java, and this is the Java JDK. Make sure JDK, not JRE. Then go to bin, take all these file path, copy it, click right, copy, and go to your computer, click right, properties, then advanced, then from advanced environment variable, then go to path, look for path, double click on the path, and click new, and add this path, and click save. Maybe you are using old version from Windows, so you will see that when you click on path, you will see it in this way. So it's easy. Also, just go to the end of the path and add this sign, then add the path. So this sign you added, then the path for the Java. Then click save. That's great. Then okay, and now make sure you close the terminal and reopen it again. So terminal or command Windows, reopen it again. And now when you type Java, you should see the result. Okay. Here we done, and see you next. After installing Java JDK on our computer, it is time to install the editor that we want to work with. There is many editors we could use it for this tutorial. Like we could use Eclipse, or we could use NetBeans. Any editor you feel comfortable with, please go ahead and start with. For this tutorial, we use Eclipse. So just in Google, I will look for Eclipse, and I will go to the Eclipse website. So when I go to Eclipse, I will see this one. Just go to download packages and you will see this website, or this one if you see. I will select this type of Java Eclipse IDE for Java developer. Then I select the operating system, I select Windows. I will wait for, then I click download from here, and I will wait for some time until he complete. After a specific time, you will see this screen. So he downloaded it. I just open the folder. I will see it in Windows. You will see it as something like zip file. You just need to click right on it and unzip it. But in Mac, you just you'll see Eclipse file, and just you do double click on it and you open it. So because I'm in Windows, I'm just clicking on extracting this folder. And I will wait for some time. As I told you, if you are in Mac, you will see it one file, name it Eclipse, you double click on it and you will take it in your desktop and you could start working on it. Let me wait for some time and get started. Here we go. Now I have this is Eclipse. So if you want to work with Eclipse, don't keep it in download. Just take it to any folder you want to work with. For example, in C or in D. I prefer to add it in D to avoid any problems. So if you have like some setting in your computer, then see this is the folder. This is your Eclipse. Just click on it and start working with it. Let me see at the final screen to make sure everything is okay. Here we go. He will ask you for the default. I will say don't ask me again and keep all my file here in workplace. That whatever project I will do will go to that place. Yes, here we done, and now everything is great. I have my project, and if you see I close it, this is my development environment. I could click right and start creating my project. Here we done, and see you next. Hey, the complete example that used in this tutorial are available on GitHub. So all what you have to do is just go to this URL and download this source code in your computer, and you will have all the examples that we use it in this tutorial. And also I will add this URL in the video description. Thank you for watching, and see you next.